Good morning, YouTube. Let me show you guys something. You can't, I have it reversed. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you what it says. It says 4:37 in the morning. Today is Wednesday. Was it July 21st, I believe? In the year of our Lord 2020. 4:37 in the morning. I'm up. I'm already after it. I already worked out. I already showered. Now it's time to brush my teeth, straighten up a little bit, get ready to attack the day, which I already pretty much had started attacking the day. So let me tell you what's going on. My knee is really in pain, but I'm not going to let that stop me from working out. So what I do is I do a series of Marine Corps push-ups, which anybody who knows what Marine Corps push-ups are, for every one regular push-up, Marines do 2. So if you do 20 Marine Corps push-ups, that's 40 regular push-ups. So I just did 5 sets of 20 Marine Corps push-ups. Now again, I just told you, if I just did 20 Marine Corps push-ups, that's really 40 normal civilian push-ups. So I did 5 sets of 20 Marine Corps push-ups, which is what? 20 times 5 is 100. So you would say, oh, well, you did 100 push-ups. No, I did 100 Marine Corps push-ups. So I did 200 civilian or normal push-ups. As you can see here, I got a little Delta Force Recon light beard going on. I'm proud of that. I like it. I don't care. You see the gray? I'm a 53-year-old man. I don't care. You can judge me all you want to. Not a whole lot of 53-year-old men out there doing 100, 200 civilian push-ups or 100 Marine Corps push-ups. And I did 80 dips. So in between the push-ups, I would take a little breather, like a minute, 60-second breather, and then go knock out 20 dips outside on the dip bar. So I did 80 dips and 100 Marine Corps push-ups, which is basically I just did 200 push-ups and 80 dips. All right, and that was my workout. It was a good workout. I feel good about it. The only thing I want to add to that is I'd like to do 150 jumping jacks, and I'd like to do some burpees. And I might get to those in a little bit because I got to get some stuff going on today. I might be starting a new job this week. Probably, I'll find out today. So pray for me. I'm going to pray for myself. Hey, you guys comment and leave comments if you want me to pray for you. Leave them in the comments. I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you on YouTube. You put in the comments what you want me to pray for you for, and I will pray for you live on YouTube. You guys got to communicate back to me. I'm leaving out my heart and soul out here because I am not perfect. I'm far from it. I tell the truth. I'm far from perfect. I'm proud of my accomplishments. I'm proud to be alive. I'm glad to be alive. I'm grateful, saved by grace and all that. Each day is another miracle, another blessing. With all this stuff going on in the world, COVID this and Antifa that and BLM that and looters and rioting, man, each day is a blessing. You got people out there who are literally dying over looting and stupid things, in my opinion. I'm not going to be out there, but hey, more power to them. You learn by doing. If you do foolish things, you get the result of that. If you do good things, you get the result of that. You go to school and you study hard, you get A's and B's. You go to school and you don't study hard and you skip, you get D's and C's sometimes and fails. That's just how it works. Now, does it always work like that? No. Some people are just naturally gifted and they don't have to study and they can ditch and they'll still get a B. You know, there's people like that. But for the most part, you go to school, you work hard, you study hard, A's and B's. You ditch school, you hang out with your goofball friends and smoke weed, you flunk out, then you got to go back and get a GED. You can't get into the military unless you have a high school diploma or GED. You can't go to community college unless you have a high school diploma or GED. You can't go to university unless you have a high school diploma or GED. Very important, high school diploma and GED. It starts that process forward, accomplishment. So my accomplishment so far today was I prayed. and I did my workouts, my push-ups, and I made some tea. So, and I took a shower. Now I gotta brush my teeth and blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't even think I'm gonna have coffee because I usually do, but I had some tea, so fired up about that. I wanted to talk quickly about this man that I got hip to, who's kind of inspirational, very inspirational, not just kind of. He's a military man. I'm a military man, so I can relate to that. He did 21 years in the military. I did 21 years in the military. He's black. I'm black. He's 43. I'm 53. He went into the Air Force, and then later on he went into the Navy. He did 4 years in the Air Force as a TAC-P, then 16 years in the Navy as a SEAL. And so he had some pretty good accomplishments. The thing about it is, when he was in the Air Force, he wanted to be one of the parajumpers, pararescue guys. That's a tough job, and they do some cool stuff, and that's what he wanted to do. If I were to go in the Air Force, that's probably what I would have wanted to do, to be a pararescue guy or a TAC-P. Those are both two really cool jobs. TAC-P's it's like tactical air control, kind of like a forward element. You look it up. But pararescue, they rescue down pilots. They go behind enemy lines and get pilots from dangerous jungles, deserts, wherever the pilot is shot down. Some cool stuff. So special operations. And their main function is to rescue downed air crews. The Marine Corps has the same thing. We call it TRAP missions, tactical recovery of air personnel. So the Marine Corps also has that for our pilots. He got out. Once he got out of the Air Force, he basically had a problem with the pool, the water. He wasn't really comfortable with the water. So he quit. He had a mindset to quit, but he got out on medical. Later on, he blows up. He's 6'1", I'm 6 feet tall. He's 6'1", he blows up to 297 or whatever, close to 300 pounds. He said he's popping donuts at 7-Eleven. He has a go-nowhere job after 4 years in the Air Force, you know? It sucks. Air Force you gotta be kind of smart to be in the Air Force, you know? It's a good military branch. He sees a commercial for the Navy SEALs. Or a Discovery Channel show. I remember this one too. I watched it about Class 224, and Discovery Channel was allowed to go to Bud's over here on the West Coast at Coronado Island and chronicle the training of the SEALs and see what they go through. So he watched that and he got inspired. And when he watched that and got inspired, he was like, man, I don't like feeling like this. He saw how what he noticed was that when guys would quit, they would ring the bell, and some of the guys would actually be like screaming out to them, don't do it, don't quit, don't ring the bell, hang in there. And these guys were done, you know, they gave up already. So they're just like, they just go and they quit. And then it's like he said, this guy, I'll tell you his name in a minute. He said that he noticed that he saw their souls leave their body, like they don't have nothing left, no like motivation, nothing good is left inside of them anymore because they quit. And he goes, man, and he said that it hit him because he was feeling that way from when he quit, when he was in the Air Force. So he goes, I don't like that feeling, and now I'm seeing it in these other guys' face, and I know that feeling. But he goes, but he watched the entire program to the end, and he saw when they graduated, Class 224, which they started with like whatever, like say 60 guys, they graduated with like 20, you know? And he's like, for those 20 that did make it, or whatever the number was, I don't know exactly the number, he's like, imagine how they feel now. He goes, I already know how the quitter part feels. He goes, because I've been lying to myself for years and eating donuts and just getting away with things, thinking I'm getting away with things. He goes, but for the cherished few that know that special feeling to have accomplished that big thing, he goes, I don't know that feeling. I've never known that. He's like, I went through high school. I was the goofy kid. I was the black guy in school, you know, that kind of stuff, things that I can relate to. So he then made up his mind. He said something clicked where he just goes, nah, that's it. I want to be a Navy SEAL. I want to know what it's like to be a badass, a warrior, a winner. So he contacted the Navy recruiter. He's a prior service guy. He got out on a medical, so he can probably come back in with a physical. He goes down and they're like, they're not working with him because he's so big, he's overweight. One guy in particular said, look, there's a program that you can get into, but you have to be 191 pounds at your height. 6'1", you can't be more than 191 pounds. And it starts in 3 months. So you have 3 months to drop that weight. It's a big challenge, but if you're down, I'll sign you up for it. He signed him up for it. Long story short, he made the weight. He joined the SEALs. It took him a year and a half because the injuries and stuff, but he passed buds. He had to go through Hell Week 3 times. Hell Week, look it up, it's tough. A week of no sleep and all that kind of stuff, sleep deprivation, a lot of harassment and physical training and surf, putting you in the cold surf in the Pacific Ocean, treating you like crap. But if you make it through that, chances are you'll make it through the whole program. So he graduates, becomes a SEAL, does 16 years in the Navy, gets out, but he wants to keep that sharp mindset that he's developed now that he's a warrior. He lost weight, he's in shape. And now he wrote a book, and he's just all over it. And he's 43 years old. He's doing these crazy 30-mile runs, and he did like a 100-mile run. I forgot what it's called. All these cool things, and he's inspiring people. And his name is David Goggins, and he calls himself Goggins because he created Goggins. He goes, my mom and dad created David Goggins, but I created Goggins. So that's my inspiration for you guys this morning, this fine morning at 4:49 in the morning. That I highly recommend you look into David Goggins, follow him on Instagram and check him on YouTube, and he's on the Joe Rogan Experience, and he's very inspirational. And if that guy doesn't motivate you to be better, to treat yourself better, I don't know what could. But leave your prayer requests down there in the comments, and I want you guys to get after it today and every day, and let's work together as a team. Staff Sergeant Calhoun out.